Laser beams shot out from the baby's eyes, slicing the armed guards into pieces.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical!
You little fucking beauty.
Following the intel, Butcher arrived at a children's hospital and discovered that every IV drip was filled with compound V, all being injected into the babies. One of the babies had even developed laser vision.
That's a fucking baby soup.
Butcher immediately realized the truth. The so-called superhumans weren't God's creation at all.
Chosen by got my ass. These cunts are made in a fucking lab.
Upon learning this shocking truth, Butcher hurriedly gathered evidence. However, just as they were preparing to retreat, armed guards burst in and opened fire on them frantically. Butcher immediately took cover behind a stone pillar. Facing the guards' heavy firepower, Butcher remained calm. He had his teammates provide covering fire while he charged out, pulling the baby's incubator over by the cables. He then lifted the super baby and used its laser vision to slice the guards into pieces. The remaining guards were so terrified they wet themselves and didn't dare shoot anymore. When the super baby's cooldown period ended, Butcher once again used the laser vision to send the guards to meet their maker.
You little fucking beauty.
Although amazed by the baby's abilities, Butcher didn't take it with him. Instead, he gently placed it back in the incubator. Following this lead, they discovered something even more horrifying. Vought Corporation had been supplying Compound V to nursing centers nationwide under the guise of charity, creating more superhumans for their own use. Although they now had evidence, it still wasn't enough to bring down Vought Corporation. Butcher then thought of the female. Previously, when they rescued her from the laboratory, A-Train immediately began hunting her down, clearly worried about something being exposed. Since the female couldn't speak, they found a telepath to help. As memories slowly surfaced, the female became frightened and instinctively broke the telepath's arm. Fortunately, Frenchie calmed her down in time. The teammate also comforted the telepath, saying that if he didn't want to continue helping, they would break his other arm as well. After some quick bandaging, he continued using his telepathy. This time, the female controlled her fear, and everyone finally learned her identity. The female actually came from a terrorist organization where there were many other superhumans like her. It turned out that Vought Corporation not only created superheroes, but also crafted a group of supervillains to create chaos, which would then be cleaned up by the superheroes. Butcher suggested immediately sending the female to meet God, as superpowered terrorists were too dangerous. If she lost control, they would all be doomed. However, Frenchie firmly believed the female was genuinely kind and tried to let her tell everyone herself. At this moment, the female actively invited the telepath to read her mind. This time, everyone saw an island where she grew up. Terrorists had killed her parents, kidnapped her and her brother, and forced them to join the organization. She just wanted a chance to rescue her brother. After learning the truth, Butcher agreed to let her join the boys. To expose these scumbags, Butcher approached the CIA deputy director, hoping to use the evidence in hand to secure some resources for the team. Although the deputy director agreed to all his conditions, the one thing he couldn't do was legally restrict Homelander, because if they pushed him too far, thousands of civilians could be in danger.
You're fucking scared.
I'm fucking terrified. And you should be too.
Butcher didn't expect such weakness from him.